Hi, my name's Brad with Big Span Structures out of Hernando, Florida. The video you're about to see is a structure that will be erected in Arkansas for a salt storage facility. But as you can tell throughout this video, that this building has multiple uses. In this first scene that you see here, we already have 2 trusses erected in our laydown yard. And basically it's a double loll lift situation or a cherry picker crane situation that holds the first truss up while we bring the second one in. And then our men erect the pieces with the help of a loll. Once truss 1 and 2 are up, it's a freestanding building at that point, and your cherry picker crane or your other forklift can do other things for you. And right now we're looking at this is about 1 hour into construction on this facility.
Once the first 2 trusses are up, the building construction goes into high gear. One team works on the 3rd truss layout on the ground, while the lateral brace team in the air completes finish tightening on the single and double lateral braces.
We have 2 kinds of LBs, which are lateral braces, for this project. Well, you see the single LB, and then with the forklift I was bringing in a double LB, which are very common for these buildings to be at every connection plate joint. My 2 guys in the foreground here are prepping the 3rd truss in line as we're putting the LBs. And once again, it's once you build 2, each one continues and goes the same way. And this process is repeated as long as the building is, whether it's a 20 truss building or in this case a 5 truss building. Right here you can see I'm on the loll bringing truss number 3 in. The guys on the man lift are ready to install the LBs. My 2 ground men, in a second you'll see them right there walking the truss in, setting it on layout. In the field, of course, there would be anchor bolts there for the truss to set on. There's an LB1, which is a single. We call it the LB1. That helps support our fabric that's going to cover this building and also gets the proper spacing. A lot of times it's easier for us to install all the LB1s to get the building where we want it before we go back and put the LB2s in. The shiny silver finish you see on the product there in front of you is galvanized. This particular building, being a salt dome structure, was dipped 4 times, so it really has the extra shine to it, durable, and will last for years to come. Once again here, each step is just a repetitious of itself once you get started. The guys were just putting an LB2 in, and you see the 2 guys on the ground building truss number 4 as we continue to put the LBs in. And you just continue the process, like I said earlier, whether it's a 20 truss building or a 5 truss building. Right here you can see the importance of the second forklift on the project there. We use the double forklift method all the time, even in buildings much larger than this one. We also add this X bracing. We only have it in 1 bay at this time, but it also goes in the 2nd bay up. This is one way for us to plumb the building up, and it also gives it the extra support, the structural support needed. Sometimes X bracing in our larger structures is steel and not wire rope. But for a building of this size, the wire rope is more than sufficient. Right now in a time frame, we're about between 8 to 10 hours worth of work right here that you see. And that again, that's guys that have done this numerous times, working together all over the country. Yeah, this is day 2 of the salt dome structure that we're erecting at our facility in Hernando, Florida. In the background, some of our men are installing the keeter track that actually holds the fabric onto the structure.
What we have here is our aluminum keeter track. This gets applied to the top of the truss, and this is what our fabric attaches to the roof. This gets tack screwed down, and then this gets welded onto our fabric. And then this slides in this track as you pull the fabric down both sides of the truss. And this is what attaches your roof.
This is some silicone lube that we use. We put in the keeter track. It just helps the fabric pull a little easier. It gets a lot of friction on some of our bigger panels. It's just really good. We found that this blaster is the best stuff to use. We actually fan fold this to the center raise it in the air, and then that way it lets us pull evenly from the center of the structure down to the ground each way. This is our final tensioning of the fabric with a ratchet strap method and a pipe in a pocket. We'll take our shears and cut out above the ratchets, and then we feed the pipe in nice and easy at making sure that the strap is in place. And then when the pipe is all in, we tension the fabric down. That was the process of getting our strap in the ratchet block. It's anchored into the foundation, and that's how we get these structures, you know, tight like a drum. Just have to go back and forth until you see your center seam up at the top, and you're good to go.
For more information on big span structures, call 352-419-4890 or visit our website at www.bigspans.com.